started. So congratulations.
Okay.
Okay. Who will go next? Where is Anchu? Anchal, where are you? I can't see you. She was looking lovely. Anchal, why don't you go ahead? I think she's dropped off. Anybody else would like to go ahead, maybe talk about themselves and their journey, share their story? Swati, why don't you go ahead and talk about yourself? Please, would love to hear a few words from you.
Hi, so I also used to do makeup on myself. I wasn't much professionally trained. I didn't know much about it. And I started also just to get to know it a little bit more and just to start learning a new skills. And I think it's been a great help in the past 2 months that I've been here. I think it's helped me develop the skills that I really wanted to. I mean, it was exactly what I was looking for. So thank you so much for it.
Thank you, Swati. You look lovely, and thank you for sharing that. I hope you're enjoying. Are you excited?
I am.
Awesome. Okay, next I'm going to spotlight Aanchal. Aanchal, would love to hear a few words from you as well. You can unmute yourself. Yeah.
Hi, hello everyone. Hi Vaibhavi. It was a great experience. मैं जिस प्लेटफॉर्म पे थी और मुझे मेरे स्किल्स और इम्प्रूव करने थे एंड विद आदित मैंने बहुत सारे आप लोग की कलीग से बात भी की इंक्लूडिंग मानिक यू एंड वन ऑफ द बेस्ट विच आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस विद यू ऑल इज अगर कुछ इश्यूज होता है आप लोग पर्सनली कॉल करते हो यू सॉल्व दैट प्रॉब्लम ऐसा नहीं है कि एप्लीकेशन से ही हम वो चीजें सॉल्व कर रहे हैं एक कोऑर्डिनेशन आप लोग का जो प्रॉपरली है ना वो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा मैं इतने सारे एकेडमी आई हैव स्टडीड विद मेनी एकेडमीज लाइक मोर देन 12 to 13 एकेडमीज बट इस एकेडमी आई कैन से दिस इज द बेस्ट
That's awesome.
I cannot say, I don't have any word to explain this thing.
Thank you, Aanchal. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for giving us the platform. यहाँ पे जितने लोग होंगे वो अप्रूव कर रहे होंगे इस चीज पे इतना अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म बहुत कम लोग को मिलता है और बहुत कम लिमिटेड पर्सन्स को अप्रूव्ड होता है
Thank you, Aanchal.
Thank you so
That's
much.
so sweet of you. Thank you, and I'm so glad that you enjoyed your experience at Airblack. Thank you, Aanchal. And next, I would like to spotlight Preeti. She's looking lovely as well. She's all dressed up, and I would love to hear a few words from her. Preeti, please, why don't you unmute yourself and maybe say a few words.
Yeah, Vaibhavi, thank you so much for this opportunity. And my journey with Airblack has been really rewarding. It has been very enriching. I had learned makeup at a point of time with a professional, and I learned a lot of techniques. But here at Airblack, things have been very, very, the sessions, the workshops, everything has been so well-rounded, right from the Instagram platform to your basic makeup training. And I felt that you try to cover each and every aspect of professionalism that we would need as a makeup artist, right? So that is what I admire most about you guys, and thank you so much. I loved being here, and I would really, really love to extend my journey with you all.
Thank you, Preeti. That was so sweet of you. Anybody else who'd like to maybe go ahead, talk about themselves, their story, their experiences so far? Please, I would love to spotlight you. Simranjeet, why don't you go ahead? Anybody else? No, come on, guys. This is your day. I mean, this is, you should be excited today. Okay, I've got some hand raises. So, Sonali, unmuting you. Hi, Sonali, you're on Spotlight.
Hi, everyone. So, if I would say my experience was way too great with Airblack, as my sister just got married. So, I just did few of like makeups on my friends and did it on myself as well. So, that is just because of Airblack. So, I would say it was a good journey for me. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Sonali. Thank you so much for sharing that. Glad that your experience was great.
Yes, thank you so much.
Sangsmita would like to go next and talk about herself. Sangsmita, please unmute yourself and talk.
Yeah, hi everyone. Uh, so my experience was what to say. This was really, with ups and downs. Why ups and downs? Because I literally felt that I have grown so much. I'm from literally different backgrounds. I come from a science. Literally a science student pursuing masters, and also I'm a classical dancer. So these are, the totally different phases. So coming from such a background, when I see such industry and such makeup artists, and I was really very enthusiastic, makeup enthusiast since my childhood. As also I was into makeup, maybe due to dance, but now I have learned so much. I have, you know, this is what such classes or such stations have just imparted that confidence on me. So this is what I have gained, and thank you so much for such an opportunity and such a platform. I'm sure everyone will agree that how much we have grown with our brushes. This is separate and this is unique to everyone, but everybody of us, all of us, have gained one thing, that is confidence. So this is what I love. Thank you.
Thank you, Sangsmita. That was lovely. Thank you so much, everyone. Although I just would like to hear from all of you, but because we have so much in store for you today, so we're just going to move on and we'll get back to you soon. So now it's time to invite the most special person that we've been waiting to hear from, our chief guest of honor. And with immense pleasure, and on behalf of Airblack Beauty Club, I'm welcoming a very, very special guest to today's ceremony, which is also an incredibly important one, because every digital experience that we host is special, and this one is truly very close to our heart. So for everyone who's watching this, we are celebrating the achievement of our club members who have worked so hard to achieve their dreams. And our gold and platinum members are today going to be felicitated with their hard earned and very well deserved makeup artist certification. And to felicitate this honor, we have someone extremely special with us today on this call. So are you ready to meet her? Are you all excited to meet her? Okay, awesome. So, ladies, she's an idol to so many of you. She's one of India's biggest beauty bloggers and a certified makeup artist. She's also popularly known as Coralista, and she's an award-winning influencer who's been, awarded as Cosmo India Beauty Influencer of the Year 2018. And the Coralista community consists of over 1 million plus beauty lovers, and she sought to empower women worldwide. She was also the face of one of the best beauty brands in the industry today, which is Smashbox India. She's also an engineer turned entrepreneur who mastered makeup from the Makeup Forever Academy in Paris. And she's added some very renowned brands like Estee Lauder, Bobbi Brown, Versali, and many, many more to her kitty. And it's my pleasure to invite her here today. Her name is Ankita Chaturvedi. So please allow me to welcome her. She's right here. So hi, Ankita. Hi. You need to unmute yourself.
Yes. Hi, everyone. I've been listening to all your stories, and that's why I've got this big smile on my face. I think this audience is special to me because all of you have invested in learning something which I absolutely love, and that is makeup. So I'm so happy to be here, so honored to be invited to speak to you all for your graduation ceremony. Okay. Yeah, sorry, Vaibhavi, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that was wonderful. And we are so obliged to have you with us today and be a part of this celebration. And we would love to hear from you, and especially everyone here is so motivated and inspired by your journey. So we would love to know, what was your journey like? How was it like? When did you start? And what were those instances when you got introduced to makeup? Maybe you can talk about that a little bit.
Okay. I know a lot of people have these stories with that, they used to play with makeup when they were younger. I didn't. but I used to paint and draw quite a lot. I was drawn to colors always. For me, my makeup journey started with actually my skincare journey first. This was the year 2010. I was in my second year of doing metallurgy BTech from IIT Bombay. And of course, makeup was something that wasn't really talked about or discussed as much because it was a tech institute. Um, but I was experiencing a lot of acne for the first time, and I went online and I was searching for acne remedies, and that's when I came across beauty blogs for the first time. Before that, I had no idea that such a thing existed, and it was then instant love for me. That you try, people are trying new products, they are experimenting with makeup, and they're sharing this with a community online. So for me, it was the community aspect that really excited me. So I started off by writing for a couple of other blogs, and then I thought, why don't I just put this on my own platform? So I have all this writing I'm doing, and just to document it into one place. I started with a WordPress blog. Back then, Instagram didn't exist, and YouTube hardly any people were using. So I started with a WordPress blog. And I would say in about 6 months' time of writing that blog, I was so deep in makeup and so excited. It was like I used to wake up in the morning and I couldn't wait to write my blog posts. And at that point, I decided that I want to at least try doing this full time and see where it takes me. And of course everyone thought I was crazy because who says that you want to, and black blogging wasn't a thing then, people didn't know what a blog was. So I would say it was a little hard to sort of convince people around me, but because sort of my love and motivation for doing this was so strong, that I don't really remember as much of the objections of what people were thinking around me, because everyone was sitting for campus placements and I was working on building my website and learning how to code so I can build some more of the back end. So yeah, that's how I started.
Wow. And Ankita, we have so many fans of you here on this call and so much love pouring in, in the chat box. So, yeah. And you mentioned that, you started learning through YouTube and Instagram. So, what do you think about these platforms like Airblack? How are they different? Because you, at that time, of course, there were no such platforms, online platforms. So, how do you think these are different?
I think it's amazing that platforms like these exist because you can have a very structured form of learning. My initial learning was very scattered. Okay, I was reading a lot of blogs. I wasn't always learning from experts. So I had to go through a lot of, making mistakes and eventually learning. And Vaibhavi mentioned that I did a makeup certification from Makeup Forever Academy, but that was actually quite late. That was in 2019. So for the first 9 years, it was completely being self-taught from a lot of random scattered sources. So that's why I think a platform like this is amazing for Indian women to explore something they love and something they want to pursue further. And it's amazing that you all have been taught by people who are experts and working professionals in this industry.
So, Ankita, do you remember your very first YouTube video? Because you've mentioned that you're self-taught. So, maybe you can talk about that.
So the first video I ever posted was a bronze smoky eye. Back then, I was very conscious of being on camera because the first 1.5 year I had been just writing, and I used to do these picture tutorials of a step-by-step of the eyes, and a lot of people who were following my blog said, why don't you do a video, it'll be easier to understand. So I was very camera shy. I was very conscious of how my face looked when I was doing makeup. And we all know, like, if you've ever recorded yourself, there's a lot of strange faces we make when we are doing makeup. So I did only an eye makeup tutorial because I was so I was thinking a lot about what people would think, how they would perceive. I couldn't speak to the camera, so I didn't even do a voiceover, because that first video I was really conscious and shy. But I feel like it's important to start. It doesn't have to be perfect when you start out, because the only way you get better is by practicing and doing that thing over and over again. So yeah, it was a bronze smoky eye video. I still remember it really well.
Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with you on that. And I would also like to know, when was the time when you hit, uh, X number of reviews or subscribers, when you felt that, okay, this is it, I'm sure you would have felt amazing at that time. So do you remember that instance, when that happened, that, okay, this is it. Yay, I don't want to go, this is like the point where I feel that I've achieved something in life.
Um, I don't think I'm ever at a stage where I feel like, okay, I've achieved something. There's always something in me that I want to better myself and do better. But I do remember all the milestones, because especially for YouTube, I would start refreshing, and whoever was around me, friends and family, they would also be refreshing the page. So it would be, suppose, uh, you know, 399K, and then it would suddenly, the counter would change to 400K. So I do remember all the milestones with YouTube. But I mean, I don't remember it to the extent of like what day this or that happened, because I do feel after a point numbers just become numbers. There are other parts of your work that are more memorable, and you remember things like, okay, the first time you worked with a dream brand, or the first time I taught makeup to someone. Like, those are the things I remember more clearly.
Awesome. Okay. So let's talk about the challenges or the struggles that you faced in your journey, because obviously, in all our journeys, there are ups and there are downs. So, I mean, what were those struggles that you most, faced? I remember you spoke about, body image issues, and so how did beauty and your blog help you cope up with these struggles? And how has the mindset of people changed regarding maybe curvy fashion?
Um, Yeah, in terms of struggles, because I've been doing this is like 11th year of doing it. At different stages, I had different struggles. The first struggle, I would say, was just to convince my parents that I want to do it full time as a job. But I would say, even though they didn't understand what it was, they didn't understand what is blogging and why I would, want to go into makeup. But they supported me. But it was still difficult, and it was several years, when you are struggling to get paid work, especially at that time, because there wasn't really a concept of paying people. Everything was expected to be free work. um, and you talked about body image and curvy fashion, and I will say Instagram and sharing my experiences on body image and body confidence has really helped me. It's given me such a boost. Sometimes I actually go back on my post and read the caption just to remind myself of a lot of things that I may be forgetting. Um, in terms of curvy fashion, of course, I feel there's a greater acceptance for it, but I feel for a lot of people, it's a trend. And what I want to tell everyone is, your body is not a trend. Today, curvy fashion is, curves are in trend. Tomorrow, say 5 years later, it's, athletic body. So I think, building body confidence has to come a bit more from within. And the only way we can do that is if, in our media, in our social media, we have representation for all different body types. Okay. So when I remember, like, first time I saw Ashley Graham wearing a swimsuit and her confidence, and I just thought, if she can do it, it's actually possible. I never thought I could feel confident wearing a swimsuit. Yeah, so I think we need representation in what we consume, to see people with different bodies finding that confidence and finding beauty in themselves.
Well said. Absolutely. I completely agree with you on that. So, Ankita, how did you deal with hate comments and all the negativity over the internet? Any tips on that?
I would say, the best thing, and it is hard to do, I'm not saying it's easy, is to just ignore. And I'm not able to ignore a lot of the times. The first few years, I would say that when I would get any comment making fun of my weight, and it was usually the weight that people would make fun of, it used to really hurt because, and it hurt because somewhere it was an insecurity for me as well. So someone pointing that out really touched a nerve. But I think over time you just realize that you can't absorb everything that's thrown at you. Okay, you have to build a bit of a harder exterior where you listen to something and you're able to just let go of it. And you have to realize there are very few people in our lives whose opinion really matters. Okay, everyone's opinion in the world should not matter. Okay, so that's what I would say for all of you who are, starting your journey, sharing your work on social platforms. Also learn to understand when you have got constructive criticism and when it's something just pure hate. So this is how I approach things. If someone is saying something about my work and they may be giving this as a suggestion like, okay, the lighting was too bright in your video, and naturally the first thing I will think of is a way to defend myself, like, oh, I was trying a new setup, or the sun was in and out of the clouds. But we have to learn to sort of separate our personal selves from our work to an extent, and understand when someone is giving you critique that can help you improve. And for those, listen to it and don't take it like a personal attack. And for when it's something is a personal attack, I would say just ignore it. Be don't feel bad about blocking someone who's there just to spread negativity.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. That was so, so inspiring. And now let's talk about your success. So, which was the first ever big beauty brand that approached you, and how did that make you feel?
um, my first sort of proper work where I was getting paid for creating something was actually with Nika. And Nika was starting out back then. And I remember this lady came to meet me all the way from South Bombay to Malad. I used to live in Kandivali at that time. So she came to meet me to kind of suggest this idea of me joining the content team of this new company called Nika, who are going to do e-commerce as well as content. And at that time, I thought, like, no, I need to build my own body of work. I'm not joining anyone else. So we came to the compromise that she said, you can write for us. And I agreed to that. So they've got a section called Beauty Book. So that started right in the beginning when Nika as a platform started. And I used to write every week articles, beauty articles for them. So that was like my first proper, work with a brand.
Sorry, I was on mute. So, as you know, that I mean, all these lovely ladies are budding makeup artists. So, I mean, what would your single most important message would be for all of them, all the budding makeup artists and makeup lovers?
I would say always keep practicing and be open to learning. Um, beauty, makeup, all these things, but pretty much everything kind of evolves over time. So see what's happening, in your industry, and always be open to learning. Don't ever close yourself off that, now I've learned everything. I don't need to, think about any further learning. As a makeup artist, it's very, very important to practice, because in your line of work, you will be working on faces, features, skin tones that are completely different from one client to the next. And experience would be a very important part of your learning. So right now, you've just graduated, you may not have a lot of clients, but catch hold of your friends, family, anyone who's willing to, sit down for you for 30-40 minutes and just practice and learn, because your techniques, uh, they need to be practiced for you to be actually, understand what you can do when you're presented with a new face. Okay, so always keep learning and keep practicing. Practice on as many diverse faces, age groups, and skin tones that you can.
Yes, I totally agree. So, Ankita, let's talk about your mistakes. I'm sure you would have made some mistakes, in your journey. So, do you remember those few mistakes that you made and some important lessons that they taught you?
Yes. Um, I would say I used to be very conscious about sort of presenting myself fully. Maybe because, I'm an introvert and I grew up as a very shy child. So, like I mentioned, for my first video, I didn't even want to speak. So I had like some music. I didn't want to show my entire face, all these things. And I wish I had sort of let go of these inhibitions much earlier. And I think that would be the one big mistake I think I made. And I kind of stuck to this frame for many years. I didn't do anything apart from beauty. And when I started sharing a bit more about like fashion and body image and body confidence, I got such a positive response, so much love, so much encouragement, and so many people sharing their stories. Like I remember all those stories so well. It started about 2 years ago, where people said, I saw that picture of you wearing shorts, and I bought and what I got shorts and I wore them for the first time in 10 years, and things like that. Those are the stories that really make you feel really good. So yeah, I would say that those were my mistakes. It took me a long time to sort of put myself out there.
Okay. Ladies, if you have any question that you want to ask Ankita, please write down your questions in the chat box. I'll pick a few of your questions. This is your chance to interact with her. So, yes, I will take some of your questions too. Okay. So, obviously there have been many proud moments also, apart from mistakes. So any proud moment in your life that you remember as a makeup artist, of course?
Um, I think sometimes, I mean, I feel really proud of my work when I meet strangers and they say, I learned to do a smoky eye watching your videos. I think for me, that's the most sort of that things make me very happy, because creating content online can be sort of a very one-way, street, because it feels sometimes like you're creating in a void. You have comments and interactions, but sometimes it doesn't feel real until you meet people face to face. So that's always something I feel very happy about. Also working with certain dream brands. Most recently, this was 3 days before my wedding. I got approached by Charlotte Tilbury if I would like to be a Charlotte Tilbury bride. And, this is a brand I wanted to work with, so it felt very surreal. So yeah, those are also instances that, that make you feel really proud.
Okay, so I'm going to take a question from one of our members here. So, Ankita, did you start as a freelancer? If you did, then what tips would you give for people who want to start freelancing?
Okay, so my work is more online. I don't as much do of the makeup on clients. But as a freelancer, I would suggest there are a couple of things you want to keep in mind. Your initial, time, you want to think more about gaining experience rather than money. So you might be prepared for a little bit of struggle. So don't turn down work because it may not be as well paying as you think. That part of your experience where you get to work on a lot of different faces is absolutely invaluable, and you will need that later when you start getting better jobs. So always think of what you're going to gain from a particular job aside from the monetary aspect of things.
Of course. Okay, we have an interesting question here by Sakina. She's saying that, Ankita, as you said, you're an introvert. I too am an introvert. I just want to ask, how do you overcome some challenges as an introvert, as they have to go through, confidence issues or social anxiety? So how do you deal with that?
So I am still an introvert, but um, I'm not shy or struggling with confidence, and I would say that's only through practice. Okay, when you not do something, not doing it makes that fear really big in your mind, and doing that something may not be that difficult, but you're so fearful that you will stop yourself from doing it for as long as you can. So I would say, it's important to start. You don't have to be perfect. You may not speak with 100% confidence, but still start somewhere. And I did a lot of videos in the beginning that I shot them, I edited them, but I didn't post them. And so that's what I thought when I was shooting, that okay, no one needs to see this if it doesn't turn out all right, but I still need to practice. So I'm just going to shoot videos that I never post, just so I can get comfortable in front of a camera. So I would say you could do that. You could practice in private. You can, even with your makeup, you can practice in private. If you feel like going suddenly from being someone who doesn't wear makeup to a lot of makeup, may make you feel, may invite comments from people and you're uncomfortable with that, again, like, try at home first. Like I practiced wearing a red lipstick just around my hostel and my dorm room before I actually stepped out wearing a red lipstick. So you can practice in private till you feel like you're a bit less afraid of that thing, and after that you can start doing it publicly.
Sorry. I'm going to take a few more questions from the audience. So, Preeti wants to know, what qualities do you feel are the key to being a good freelance makeup artist?
I think the number one thing that you need is the ability to work well in a team. So if you're a makeup artist, you will be working in a setup where there might be hair artists, there might, if it's some kind of a shoot, there will be photographers, there will be, the production team. So your makeup needs to be good, but also you should be, good to work in a team, because that's what is going to get you more jobs. Someone is going to remember you. Oh, that girl who had come on the shoot, she was so easy to get along with, she worked as a team with us, let's get her again for this next shoot. So you want to be a team player, because you'll have very few occasions where you are the only makeup skills are required. In a lot of the jobs that come as a makeup artist, there's a whole team that is required to um, accomplish some results. So make sure you also develop those interpersonal skills so that you can work as a team.
Awesome. Okay, a lot of them actually want to know how to work with brands, like how to approach them in the beginning. Did you approach the first brand, or did they approach you? Like how did it work?
So it was mostly brands who approached me, because honestly, I didn't even know how to approach brands that time, because Instagram wasn't around. Accessing or, speaking to someone from the brand was, if you didn't have like the right email address, the right person, there wasn't really a way to connect with brands. So I think, like, consistently do go to work and make sure there's a way that brands can discover you. So if you're using a particular brand for doing say your eyeliner, tag the brands on Instagram. I think Instagram is a very good platform for networking and for getting noticed, because PR agencies and brand executives, they're always looking through social media to find new people to work with. Always check on most brand pages, there will be a particular hashtag that they keep track of. So use that hashtag every time. Yeah, so make sure of hashtags, tag the brands to bring notice to yourself. And when they come to your page, they want to see a good solid body of work. So make sure you're sharing your work. Photographing your work is very important. Phone pictures may do for a while, but eventually you might want to take better quality pictures to really show a brand when they come to your page what you're capable of giving them. You can also approach brands directly if you want. You can, write a DM. You can basically tell the brand what they can, what you can do for them. Okay, instead of just talking about, uh, what the brand can do for you or why you want to work with them. Find brands whose brand values align with yours, because there's a real good fit. Suppose you're someone who prefers a natural makeup look, so find brands which have that kind of aesthetic, that believe in, enhancing natural beauty, and there'll be a good fit. So then you can write a DM to them, tell them about your qualifications, your experience, and what you can do for them.
Absolutely. Okay, ladies, don't forget to stay back till the end because we have a very exciting announcement and an update for you. So make sure you're staying back till the end. Also, Ankita, lastly, I would like to ask you, and a lot of them wants to know, how did you come across the world of blogging in 2010 and eventually you started your own YouTube channel, Coralista, in 2011? So, what was the
It was a Google search. I was searching for solutions for acne because I had absolutely no idea how to take care of my skin. I didn't know that, people have different skin types. I used to use some very generic face wash, whatever had the nicest smell and the most colorful tube, and I didn't use anything else. So it was a simple Google search, searching for, how you can take care of acne prone skin.
All right. Thank you for sharing that, Ankita. That was so inspiring and motivating for everyone. Do you agree with me, ladies? Please comment in the chat box. Awesome. So now, everyone, this is the moment that we all have been waiting for, the top portfolio awards. So, Ankita, portfolios at Airblack are a major proud moment. It's like, wearing a badge of honor because our members put together the best creations from their work, the looks that they have created on the platform, and also the testimonials that they have received from the club experts. So, ladies, I'd like to inform you that Ankita has personally gone through all your profiles and we have come up with our 3 top portfolio award winners. And she's just going to announce them for you. So, are you all excited?
Are you all ready?
Okay, just before you do that, Ankita, I would like to tell them that we're giving away a total of 10,000 worth of Nika vouchers to our winners. So the first winner will get 5,000 worth of Nika vouchers, the second one will get 3,000, and the third one will get 2,000. So I'm sure this is exciting, everyone, right? Okay, let's go, Ankita. Let's reveal the first winner.
Okay, so what I do is I'm going to go 3, 2, 1. Is that okay?
Yes, I think that works.
Okay, so the third prize goes to Parmisha. Congratulations, Parmisha. I've been having a look at your work. I like how fearless you are with makeup, and I see that you have a chemical engineering background. So hello, fellow engineer. Lovely work. I particularly like your play with pinks and purples. So congratulations, Parmisha.
Congratulations, Parmisha. You can also unmute yourself, and if you would like to say something, most welcome.
Hi, thank
Hello.
you so much. I'm so happy, and I really see your blogs. I really follow you on YouTube and Instagram as well, and I get inspired also. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, and congratulations, and all the best for your journey ahead.
So would you like to see her profile, ladies? Let me just share my screen and let's go through her profile. So that's Parmisha. Well done, Parmisha. Well done. I think you've done a fab job. Congratulations once again. Okay, let's move on to our second winner.
Yes. So the second prize goes to Pranati Roy, a makeup artist based out of Calicut who has just started professional freelancing. So congratulations.
Hi, Pranati. Congratulations. Let me just spotlight you. Are you there, Pranati? Let me see if she's here. Okay, yes, she's here. Pranati, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, hi. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I didn't expect this.
Congratulations.
And
I really liked the pink and purple glitter smoky, so not smoky, like a pink and purple glitter eye that you did. Yeah,
thank
I thought
you so
that's
much.
beautiful.
Thank
All
you.
the best for your journey.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I would also like to, share her profile with all of you. So that's Pranati. Well done, Pranati. Loved your
Thank
work. Awesome.
Thank-
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, move on
Congratulations.
to the first winner for today.
So the first prize goes to Prabjeet, who is actually from my hometown, Bhopal. And I love your work. Beautiful, so fearless. Congratulations on winning the first prize.
Congratulations, Prabjeet. You can also
Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Getting it from you and from Airblack, it means a lot. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
once again.
Thank you.
And all the best for your journey ahead.
So that's Prabjeet. Wow. Great job, Prabjeet. Well done on the looks. Congratulations once again to all the winners. Thank you so much, Ankita. It was a pleasure hosting you. But before you actually go, we would love to hear what you have to say as words of wisdom to our members who are now embarking on a journey of professional makeup artistry. So, yeah, I would love to hear.
Firstly, I would say congratulations for taking that step to learning more about what you love doing. I think that first step to learning, you've already done half the job. Now there's so much that waits for you. The world of makeup is amazing. There's so many different things you can do. Of course, you can be a makeup artist who does bridal. You can be someone who does TV and films, someone who does editorial shoots, or even someone like me who creates content online. So there's lots in store. In the beginning, don't worry too much if you don't know exactly which line of makeup you want to go with. Just get as much practice as you can and make sure you are documenting your work. So every time you're doing makeup, take a picture and put it together in a folder that you're building. I'm sure they've already taught you how to build portfolios. I've seen some beautiful portfolios. Yeah, so keep practicing. There will be times when you'll have self-doubt. There will be times when you might feel this person is doing so much better for me. But to that I will say there's a place for everyone in the industry, because no one is you, no one else is you. You bring something very unique to the table, so always remember that. In time you will learn how to develop your own style, so you don't have to always be recreating someone else. Keep practicing and your own creative style will emerge. And yeah, have confidence and faith in your abilities, and just never drop the brushes. Keep practicing, keep playing with makeup, and I'd like to wish you all the best.
Thank you, Ankita. That was so inspiring, and everybody is feeling super motivated. Thank you very much for those lovely words. And this is where we split, Ankita. But members, please hang in here, because now it's the time that we will be moving on to some important updates and exciting announcements. So I'm sure you're all excited. Are you? Yes, okay. I can see a lot of excitement on Sonali's, Preeti's face. Awesome. Okay, so ladies, to take this forward from here, I have my colleague here on this call. Most of you already know her. Her name is Rishita. So Rishita, let's go. Spotlighting you.
Hello, hello everyone.
Hi, ladies. Congratulations. Look, I put on a graduation hat for you all. Hi, everyone. Congratulations. Congratulations to all.